This tutorial shows you how to create and edit an announcement in Blackboard. CityU requires that all instructors send out a welcome announcement to orient students to the course and explain how Blackboard will be used for that course. Sending announcements every week is a great way to let students know you are present in the course and to keep them on track with what they should be doing. The first thing you do is go into your course, whether that's your My Workspace, your live shell, your training shell. You just go into a course, and the first thing you should see is the landing page, which is the announcements page. And once you're here, you'll just click Create Announcement, and then you'll type in the subject, and then within the message content editor, you can type, you can embed content, videos, images, all of that sort of thing. And so I'll put that there. And so once I'm done with the content, I will continue on to the options. So you can have it not date restricted. This just means it's going to be available for the duration of the course from whenever I hit submit. Another option is to date restrict, and this means if I want to send this in week 3, but it's week 1 and I'm ahead of the game, I might want to have it display after the Monday of the 3rd week of the course at 8 a.m. The only thing to note here with the date restrictions is that you cannot send an email announcement immediately or when it becomes open and available. So that's one downside to using the display after date, is that students will have to go into the course to know that you've put an announcement up, and students really appreciate being able to have a copy in their inbox so that they know they should go to the course. So one way to get around that is to create your date restricted announcements, and then on the day of, when it becomes available, you can go in and edit it and then send a copy immediately for students through email. The display after date, you can have either or both. So if I want it to display after the 3rd week, but I want it to go away after the 5th week, I could use that date and go along for a later date. It's discouraged to use the display until date because students like to have the content that you've given them throughout the length of their course, so just using display after is suggested. And then if you're not using date restricted, we suggest that you send an email announcement, so you just click there and that will send it immediately as soon as I hit submit. So make sure it's the content's what you want. The next item is the course link. So you could link to a part of the course. So for example, maybe it's a week 3, they're supposed to be submitting an assignment. You could actually link to the assignment by clicking browse and then going to the assignment, and it will actually have a link within the announcement that takes them directly to that assignment link. However, 2 caveats with this. This course link does not carry through into the email. And then the other thing is that if you're linking to something that you have made unavailable, such as a module, maybe modules 8 through 10 are still unavailable to students, and you link to them in an announcement that is available, it can cause some problems. So you want to make sure that when you're sending it out or when you're having it open, that it is linking to, if you're using the course link, it's linking to something that is also open for students to see. And then once I'm done, I click submit. And there we are. That is how you create an announcement. Now, if I saw this and I wanted to edit it, I could just go to that announcement, hover over it, click this contextual menu, and click edit. And I can go back in and I can, add some things. Maybe I forgot to embed a video in here, so I'm going to go to my videos and select it. I want to embed it. All right, so now it's embedded. One thing to note when you embed media is that some things will not transfer to email very well. So if you're embedding something that's public on YouTube or an image from an image search, those things will show up in email. However, if it's something you've embedded within Blackboard, it most likely will not show up. So you'll want to include something like the following video is available within the course on the announcement page, just to let them know where they can actually see it or find it. And then also when you edit something, especially if you've sent it out through email, you want to also edit the subject to say something like edited or version 2, so that students know that you've changed it and they're not just getting a second email or announcement that they're not really sure what's different with. That is how you edit an announcement. If you have any questions, please email bbsupport@cityu.edu.